Hi guys, been a long time. So I was asked to do a video about potty training because I potty trained Ava so early, according to a lot of people. A lot of people close to me. So I was asked by a couple of friends to do a potty training video about how I did it, how I got through it. So let me just be very blunt. It's not easy. It's not going to be easy for anybody at any age. Whether it's your choice to do it or their choice to do it, it's just not going to be easy. That's just not how potty training works. Let me start by saying that I started potty training 3-4 months after Ava turned 1. And there is no such thing as 3-day potty training. It just doesn't exist. And the YouTube videos, I don't know how they did it. They bribed their kids or something, but I guarantee you that if you start, if you do the 3-day potty training method, I guarantee you your child is going to go through some type of potty regression. My child has not gone through potty regression unless we go somewhere like her grandma's house or out in public. She's gotten to the point where she'll actually pull her panties down and go by herself. And she just turned 2 and she's already wearing panties during the day. So I was doing a potty training blog last year, but it got so stressful. She wants my coffee. This is what I do. Tip of the day. There you go. Yay! Now you have coffee too. Anyways, it was so stressful for me. Like, I was just getting off of some of my medications, so I was irritable. I was impatient, and I was crying all the time. All the time. All the time. A lot of things were happening back last year. I met my biological family for the first time, and I had just turned 28 the day that I met them. So that was pretty interesting. The one piece of advice that I have to give to all the moms out there, yeah, you can let it be their choice, but you have to understand that if you let potty training be your child's choice, they're always going to choose not to do it. You are the parent. Put your foot down. Tell them, we're potty training. You're going to wear underwear. And be persistent and consistent. The thing that I found that has worked the most for us is the naked potty training. We put potty pads, the puppy pads, all over the floor in the living room. And we put the toilet in the middle of the room. And we just kept her naked all day. It took about 3 months before she finally started to recognize the signs that her body was giving her, as well as potty training videos that we did on YouTube. I let her watch Rachel. She's awesome. She teaches through sign language, and she has this program called Happy Hands oh gosh, Rachel and the Tree Schoolers. That's what we watch. She has a potty training video that teaches kids to listen to their bodies. You gotta listen to your body when you have to go potty. And I taught Ava through sign language that she needs to go potty when she feels it. So it took about 3 months before she finally started to recognize the signals that her body was giving her. And I noticed probably back in October, she went for the first time by herself without me prompting her to do so at all. And I was absolutely amazed. So in November, we started doing a little bit of panty training. So I would pick maybe 2 or 3 days out of the week where she would wear panties all day so that she could get used to the feeling of wearing panties. Back in January, we started doing it more. We started amping it up to 3 to 4 days, and she was doing great. She was telling me, hey, I need to go potty. Mommy, potty, 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 potty. And so I would pull her panties down and she would go, and then we'd put her panties back on. Well, sometime right after her 2nd birthday in February, I started teaching her how to pull her panties down herself. So that's what she's been working on. We've been working on wearing panties, and when she has to go, she tells me, Mommy, potty, and then she pulls her own panties down and she goes. She's still having accidents in her underwear, but they're very little accidents. She gets distracted still because she's 2. Potty training really doesn't stop ever until they're of school age and are able to hold it for longer periods of time, just through practice and consistency, because they have to hold it in the classroom when they go to school. So I would say potty training doesn't end completely until they're about 4 or 5 years old. So yeah, but by that time she'll be, a little more aware of her body, and as far as potty temper tantrums go, she's still having those. She's going through this weird phase. She went through this weird phase about 2 weeks ago where she would hold it for several hours, and I'm like, why are you holding it for several hours? You can go potty, it's right there. But then I'd go and take her on the big girl potty, and she would use the potty there. So, I don't know what was going on there. She's going through some kind of small regression or progression or something. It's also around the time that she started having more frequent night terrors in her sleep. That's a totally different subject though. But as far as potty training goes, I definitely have high hopes for the next few months. I think we can, at least by 2.5 years, we can maybe get her into panties full time and just do pull-ups at night. I'm taking it a little bit slower than I did last year because right now she's learning so many different things at one time, and I don't want to stress her out, but I definitely want to be consistent, as should you. And like I said, consistency and persistence is what is necessary for potty training. You don't need all of those charts and those stickers and everything like that, because they work for a short period of time. And once you try to wean them off of all that, they go through the potty regression period. You have to make them understand that you're the parent. You're the grown-up. You tell them what to do. You put your foot down. You tell them you're going to the potty. You're not gonna potty in your underwear or your pull-ups anymore. I'm the boss. I'm gonna tell you when we potty train. This is not gonna be your choice. That's your job as a parent. I mean, I'm not trying to be rude, I'm just being realistic here. That's your job as a parent. I mean, if at all in the period of their lifetime you let something that is necessary be their choice to do, they're going to choose not to do it, which is enabling their behavior to depend on you. Your job as a parent is to teach them to be independent, to take care of themselves. Ava's 2 years old and she already helps me out with laundry and dishes, and she helps me do chores around the house. I mean, I'm teaching her independence right now so that in the future she won't depend on me so much for these things. Hopefully by the age of, I don't know, 10, she'll be doing her own laundry. She won't even need my help. Hopefully by the time she's a teenager, she will be able to you know, be a little more self-sufficient. And that way, whenever she graduates high school and she moves on to college, she won't need me so much. As far as, you know, regular, everyday things that she needs to do. Obviously, she's still gonna need me for a lot of things. Like relationship advice, maybe. Hopefully she'll come to me for that. But as far as potty training goes, definitely put your foot down and let them know that you're the boss. Don't let them walk all over you, because they're gonna choose not to if you give them the choice. Every single time, they're gonna choose not to do it. So, that's my advice. That's what I've been doing. That's how I've been so successful with the potty training thing. I mean, you know, I keep getting people, you know, asking me, how do you do it? How have you been so successful with it? I mean, she's 2 years old. Isn't that too soon? No, it's never too soon to potty train. I mean, to be honest, people in Asian countries, people in the Eastern countries right now, they've been potty training for centuries from birth, through potty communication. So, I mean, this whole potty training at 2 and 3 is completely an American thing. It's an American thing, brought on by the diaper companies because they want to sell more diapers, and the pull-up companies because they want to sell more pull-ups. They don't want you to start potty training earlier. They want you to buy more products from them. That's what it is. Your children are capable of more than what you're letting them be capable of. I mean, this whole potty training thing is totally an American thing. So be persistent, be consistent, and no matter how old they are, you know, they're going to be potty trained by school year age. So you really don't have that much to worry about. Tip of the day, as you saw with the coffee thing, Ava likes to drink. If your kid is anything like mine, they like to drink whatever you're drinking. They like to eat whatever you're eating. So what I do is I pretend to pour it in her cup. And when I do that, she thinks it's in her cup. And then she drinks it. But it's not in there. It's in here. That's all the advice I have today, so I'm signing off. Bye.